Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. My name is Devin and I hope you'll consider sticking around and subscribing. And if you're not new, as always, welcome back. Girl, you know I love you. So today's video is going to be another video in my partnership series with QC Makeup Academy. And our topic for today is going to be discussing why it's important to complete the business courses that are included in the Master Makeup Artistry course that you can take with QC, in addition to completing all of your makeup artistry coursework. So if that's something that you're interested in seeing and discussing, then let's go ahead and get right into it. So when you enroll in the Master Makeup Artistry course with QC, you'll have 6 units. So you have units A through F that you'll have to complete, and they discuss all different kinds of makeup artistry and career opportunities that you would have as a makeup artist, and just kind of the basic techniques and practices of each of those different styles. But in 4 of those units, there's also a business unit that is technically optional to complete, but you can complete for your own knowledge. You get the textbooks on it and everything like that. So what I want to do is just kind of give a brief overview of each of the 4 business units, what they teach, and then throughout explain why these things are important to learn in addition to learning your makeup artist technique. So business unit number 1 in the Master Makeup Artistry course is called Starting Your Own Business. So the course textbook will take you through pretty much just a crash course of all of the general information that you would need to know when you're starting your own business in makeup or really in anything. So it lists out all the different types of businesses you can start. For example, a corporation, an LLC. You can list yourself as a sole proprietor of your business. You can have a partnership, all those different things. All of those things are actually legal entities that you have to take into consideration when you're starting your own business. Even if you're not starting your own business and you're just contracting yourself out as a freelancer, it's helpful to know this type of information because there is going to be, like I said, some type of contract involved. There's going to be some type of negotiation, like something that you're going to want to have to make sure that you're getting paid correctly, you're working correctly, and all of those things. So I thought this information was really helpful when I was taking the course, just to give me a general overview and understanding, because really, like, this is the kind of stuff that nobody teaches to you, I think. So I think when you're starting out as a makeup artist, it's really important to at least give yourself that general overview. And then of course you can go and do further research once you decide what kind of company you want to start, whether you do or not, that kind of thing. And then this unit in the course will also take you through things like taxes. Does your business need insurance? Do you need an accountant? Do you need a bookkeeper? How to write a business plan, how to structure your business plan, how to write a cover letter if you've never written one. All of those things that are just really good basic principles of general business practice. Having this knowledge prior to getting started with your freelancing business or your makeup business or whatever you're doing can help you save a little bit of a headache on the back end if you make an error just because of something that you just didn't know, just because of lack of knowledge. This unit even goes into detail about what a balance sheet is, which is just managing your finances, making sure that you're actually making money from doing makeup and not spending all your money on makeup, right? Because I feel like as artists, it's exciting for us to actually be in there touching the makeup and working on faces and doing all of that different things and like trying out a whole bunch of new products and seeing what works for you. And it's not so exciting typically as an artist. I'm definitely speaking from personal experience here too, but typically as artists, it's not as exciting to do the paperwork, the boring stuff, the math, the numbers, but it is important to know how to do so that you can practice your talent and your gift of makeup artistry freely without worrying about all of that stuff if it's your decision to start your own business. So that is the gist of what you're going to get in business unit number 1. In the second business unit in the course, business unit number 2, it is all about marketing and promotion, which for me was really fun when I was doing the course because I actually have a degree in marketing. That's what I studied in school before I started studying makeup, so I was really excited. So the general gist of this unit is that it takes you through what are called the 4 P's of marketing, which stands for product, price, place, and promotion. And basically when you go through all of those things, when you're marketing a service or a product, it's basically just like a checklist of things that you need to zero in on and focus on and figure out in order to effectively market your product or service. So first you have your product, right? Which typically is your service as a makeup artist, you probably, if you're working as a makeup artist, you're probably not selling a product, like a tangible product, you might be, but you're really selling your service. But you can't just leave it at that. You have to get a little bit more focused. So like for me, it's bridal. That's my specialty, is bridal and special occasion. Yours might be red carpet or film or editorial work, fashion week, special effects, theater, anything like that. So you really want to hone in on what is my actual service. It's not just makeup artistry. What is it? What's my focus? What's my talent? What's my sweet spot? Where am I going to be able to use my talent the most? The next P is pricing, which is a good one because this is how you're going to get paid. So this part of the unit will just give you some strategies and some tips on how to figure out your pricing, how to figure out what to charge by looking at other things like doing some competitive research. What are other makeup artists in your market charging for the same or similar services, like that kind of thing. So this obviously is really important because you don't want to charge too much and you don't want to charge too little. You want to kind of get it right in the middle where it's right for what your experience is, it's fair compared to what other artists are charging, and that's what's really going to help you get clients, right? At the end of the day, people want to know how much you're going to charge, how much it's going to cost them, like how much of their hard-earned money they have to give to you in exchange for your time and your services and your talent. So again, this piece of the unit just gives you some tips and tricks on how to navigate that piece of your business. The third P is place, which as a freelance makeup artist especially, you're going to be moving around a lot. So it's not really like you're selling your product, again, like a tangible product in one place and you have to figure out, am I going to sell it at this store and at this store, that kind of thing. But the course kind of talks about things that you want to consider as you're traveling, planning out your travel routes ahead of time. Are you going to charge extra for travel time, gas, wear and tear on your car, that kind of thing? And a big one, you want to make sure that you have a reliable source of transportation, whether that's a vehicle or whether you're relying on public transportation to get to your appointments. You really just want to think about those things ahead of time and not right before you're going to an appointment. So that's the third P. And then finally, we have the fourth P, which is promotion, which is pretty self-explanatory. It's how are you going to promote yourself? Are you going to use social media? Are you going to set up a website? Are you going to run an ad in the local newspaper, that kind of thing? How are you going to get your name out there? So that part of the unit will just help you figure out what's the best way to promote yourself in your market, zero in on those strategies that you want to use, and then go ahead and execute on them. The third business unit is going to be all about working with clients, working with business partners and suppliers, and then also working with your business associates if you're working on a team or you eventually build out a team underneath of you. So in order for your business to be successful, you're gonna have to interact with other people, right? You're gonna have to interact with clients, you're gonna have to interact with other makeup artists, probably hairstylists, that kind of thing. And you wanna know how to present yourself in a professional manner. So that's really what a lot of this unit talks about, is how to present yourself, how to stay organized, how to manage your book of business, all of those kinds of things. There's actually even a little bit of sales training in this as well. So it talks a little bit about how to overcome objections, how to figure out if a lead is warm or cold, how to warm up a cold lead, those kinds of things. So this unit will definitely give you some strategies on how to work around that as well. This unit also has a whole bunch of templates, which I found so helpful and I still use to this day as I'm working with brides. A whole bunch of templates for sample invoices, for sample contracts, for sample just email templates if you want to write a professional email and you're not exactly sure how to. So that stuff is so important to just appear more professional and more like you know what you're doing with your clients. So I found those templates so super helpful, and it just kind of takes the guesswork and like some of the stress out of it. When you have those templates there ready to go for you, you can just edit them how you want, put your own information in, and you're good. You don't have to think about it. So that was something that I really appreciated coming from these business courses and this unit in particular. So overall, I would just say that this unit really gives you some strategies on how to become more comfortable working with people and networking and putting yourself out there and being confident in your services when you're talking about them with other people. And then the fourth and final business unit in the course is called Special Topics, and it's all about just a bunch of different things to think about as you're starting out and breaking into the industry of makeup artistry. So for example, it talks about networking with other artists, having a wide network, meeting a lot of different people in the industry that work in a lot of different verticals of the industry, meeting photographers, meeting models, meeting people that are also just starting out just like you and collaborating with them. It talks about agencies and potentially being represented by an agency, a talent agency, and how that works and how you can break into that. It talks about the types of jobs and projects that you can work on where you might have to volunteer your time at first, or you might have to assist somebody at first or shadow, those kinds of opportunities, again, so that you can meet people and break into the industry. I think that it is important to recognize the value at first of trading your time, doing something like assisting a successful artist that's already out there, knows what they're doing, or volunteering to work on a project where they need makeup artists, where you can meet people and get your name out there. Those types of experiences are valuable, even though they're not bringing you monetary gain yet, because you never know who you're going to meet that could show up in the future. And honestly, it's just getting yourself experience when you're first starting. So that is kind of my brief. Well, I hope it was brief. I don't know. I talk a lot, so who knows if this video is going to end up being brief or not. But if you made it to this point in the video, that is just kind of my general overview, my thoughts on having taken this course and why this information is important and how I've applied some of it to my own work as a makeup artist as I'm kind of figuring out my own journey as well. I do want to say I myself am still in the very beginning stages. Like, I'm still figuring it out. I'm still trying to make connections. I'm still trying to practice and train myself up as an artist. So don't think that I have all the answers as well. But I do want to make the point that I thought it was important to do the business courses when I was going through the Master Makeup Artistry course, even though they were optional, because I knew, like, even if it's not mandatory, it's information that is not going to hurt you. Quite frankly, I think it's information that is only going to help you, and it's just going to give you things to think about that you might not have thought about when you're just thinking about being a makeup artist, you know? So I hope it was helpful. I hope you guys got some good information out of this video. As always, feel free to reach out to me or somebody at QC with questions. I'll link their website down below. And I think that's going to be it for this video. So if you have not already considered subscribing to my channel, please hit that subscribe button down below so you don't miss any of the fun. I do plenty of tutorials on here. And with that, I will catch you guys in my next video. Mwah. Love you. Bye.